Hey there. How's it going? We are here. It's time for a new collaboration. Yeah, we haven't had one in a long time. No, I can't say that with a straight face, can I? Since we just had the Final Fantasy IV one recently. I hope, you know, in Japan this one came out before Final Fantasy IV. I thought the Final Fantasy IV one was like by far the best one we've had so far. I don't know whether to have such like that lofty of expectations for this one too, since like I said, this one technically came out before the other one. But yeah, I'm excited to see what we've got now. Unlike Final Fantasy IV and Triangle Strategy, this is yet another game I haven't played. So I don't have like attachment to the characters, etc., etc. We also need to decide which account we're gonna do the story on. I hadn't even made that decision yet. We're on the main account here. I know we did the Final Fantasy IV collab on my old account. And I haven't even really done any gameplay yet with Kane. And I know he would just come in and just like absolutely murder everything in the collab, and that would be fun. But we also haven't really done much with the main account either since we got Tatlock, so I don't know. Maybe what we should do is just do a coin flip, yeah? Should we just do one of those RNG coin flips? Now, I think with it being Octopath, it would be appropriate. It's gonna be weird. It would be appropriate if we did like 8 rolls of a coin flip, which obviously could screw us up. We could end up finishing 4 and 4, but I think it's worth the risk because we are here to do Octopath, yes. So why don't we actually just do that on stream here? That way there's nothing up for debate here. Let me find a good one. Need to find one where we can do multiple coin flips, yeah. Oh yeah, and remember, we need I need to remember to pick a coin that's easily identifiable, because the first time I used this website to do this, I think it was with Triangle Strategy, I ended up picking a coin that like the head and the tail was not like discernible from each other. So I think what we ended up doing, I think I did this one. Let's do a Thomas Jefferson silver dollar here. Okay, so let's say, I think we did heads first last time too, so let's say heads is the main account, and we'll see what we get here. Okay, so we've got 5 heads, right? Or yeah, and these are tails. Okay, so we're doing main account. That was easy. That was very easy and nice and pain-free. So let's go ahead and get started on this account then, yeah. Since we got to do like ads and stuff, let me hop off the screen and try to chow down some food really quick here before we get started with the actual story stuff. I wasn't that hungry, so I just got a little bit of leftover shrimp curry. It's really good. It's really good cold too. Celery is still chewy and crunchy. Okay. Looks like we're getting some free stuff here. Free stuff is always welcome. What do we have here resetting to them? Oh, it looks like we've got, alright, well this gives me more time to eat, yeah. Because remember, merchant team can auto this. And actually, I think my old account can actually auto 5x1 as well. Now that they have Magnolia and Kane. I say they can auto and watch them like fail the first attempt or something. That would be tragic, right? What's up, Roland? How's it going, buddy? I'm pretty sure because of steadfast defense, they actually end up defeating the one on the left before they break it. I can't remember for sure, but... Ooh, owie. You guys better hurry up and take that one down or you're gonna be in trouble. Uh-oh. Arousa. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh they're getting ulted. But it didn't even matter. Now they're gonna get ulted by the one on the right here. Tressa for the win. I don't think they're gonna do enough to break here, are they? Oh, Roland's ulting too. Fair enough. Oh, everybody's ulting, huh? I mean, even if they ult, they get killed ulting here, which they didn't even. There's still plenty of people in the back row. Alright, now it looks like we might have some ults to use next turn too here for the nuke turn. Let's see. Well, it doesn't really matter. This fight's over. Tressa for the win. Alright, Tressa. I'll have to remember that next month and see if Tressa's the one that gets the killing blow. Cool. And what's the one that's paired with Merchant? That's not Scholar, is that? No. It's what even is it? Is it it's not Hunter, so it must be Cleric. How's it going, Onan? I can't remember. I don't think the Cleric team can auto 5x1. Can it? I don't. Oh, maybe it can. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think it can though. We're about to find out. Maybe it can because it's got what? Temenos, Yanlong, and Gloria. Oh wow, yeah, look at the damage. I think they probably do this easily, don't they? Oh my god. ODOS's voice is fantastic. Oh wow, wait, we lost him. Oh, this dude hits hard though, doesn't he? Oh, bye, Ophelia. Just kidding, welcome back. So this works out fine breaking-wise, doesn't it? Oh man, wait, we lost Yanlong too? That's gonna be problematic here for getting a kill. Temenos nuking should be... Yeah, Temenos nuking is good stuff. What was that? Was that 230k? I think it was. That's pretty solid. Uh-oh, we need Audio S now. I hope she... Oh no, Gloria, I hope you have an ice skill equipped too. Oh, Rinyu is useless. Oh no, she's using her, what is that, her X skill? Temenos is just trying to brute force things. You know what, honestly, fair. Everybody's trying to just brute force their way through this fight. Oh, get him, Afrain. Yeah, you got this. Oh, nice. You had good pulls, huh? I think we're a little ways off from pulling yet, because we got to do. Actually, I probably should have logged into the ult account first. Temenos just literally brute forced that with his X skill. That's kind of funny. But it's good to remember that the cleric team easily autos 5x1, because I couldn't remember, honestly. Yeah, that was fairly routine there. I'm not even gonna collect this stuff because we have a lot of stuff to do before we even get to the collab story. Oh, and I'm already done eating too, so let me hop back on the screen. I have yet again been bad with Cascade. I mean, I've been bad with Tower of Adversity. I didn't even get it done yesterday, so hopefully we can have a shot at working on some more of it today. One of these times I'll try to remember to get in and do some Cascade stuff, but I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind type deal. Yeah, let's do our ads real quick. I'll try to mute this. I suppose I should. I'll just mute the phone so we don't have to worry about this at all. I'm trying to think here. So I have the last few days been kind of doing, and I guess we can't, this is a short ad, but I kind of have been doing some theory crafting as far as the main account goes. You know, with the announcement of the Final Fantasy VI collab, and I'll just keep tabbing back. We're doing the ads real quick because I think we're gonna do them on both accounts before we do polls for both accounts. I think I'll actually do all 10 of the ads, and then we'll do polls on the alt account, and then we'll come back. Oh right, I need to have this up so we can see. But yeah, with the Final Fantasy VI collab, I'm kind of thinking really far down the lines about like what the team's really gonna look like, and I'm really hoping that with Rondo, the Icy Torrent buff, I'm hoping this damage calculated based on ice attack, I'm hoping it will override it'll override like Terra doing fire stuff, like because it says with some exceptions, and I'm hoping nothing she does is an exception, and so I'm hoping Terra will fit into the final team like long term. And then I've been trying to figure out what the back row is gonna look like, because between Casty, X, and Fred, we've basically got like all the passive buffs covered to the point where I even took like Dancer Tatlock out of the team, and I did bring Signa in. I'm thinking that like the last slot, we probably need buffing and debuffing from it, so we probably will just end up going with Agnia for the final slot. But I wanted to look and see if I could find anything better too. So I think at some point we'll do some theory crafting today, and then I also need to change a lot of this because I think we're actually just gonna end up skipping a lot of these characters that I was originally planning to pull. Right, like Oswald X does not do anything for us when we're trying to either run a fire team or an ice team, but probably just an ice team. I think this whole like dark team that I had in mind originally is just it might just end up not coming to fruition after all. I think Rai Mei is out, which sucks because I like her as a character, but Rondo's skill does give sword, dagger, tome, light, and dark um exploiting to everybody he buffs. So what that's looking like is that maybe, I mean, maybe the light and dark people will be able to work, but it also, with the A4s in mind, I can't remember, is Rondo's high priority? The problem is the banner type for Rondo, so I think Rondo's A4 is probably not very high priority, but like Casty's is 200, and it's got a follow-up ice attack that also gives the user BP. And so like I think this is going to want to go on either Terra or Rondo. I think Terra and Rondo are going to end up being the big, where the most of the damage is coming from, if stuff with Terra works, where she can actually do ice damage instead of fire damage. So this is high priority. Terra's, I believe, even though she's a collab character, is 200, and it has a really good use. So she's going to be high priority, and which means saving a lot. Like I've never even thought about the possibility of trying to get an A4 from a collaboration before. But hers might actually be worth doing. I think Oswald's becomes a lot higher priority for me if we're only going to be doing either fire or ice teams moving forward, because of getting the resilience down on it. And so like I think his moves way up. Like I was actually thinking about that, and I think we need to do some theory crafting today. But there's a good chance that I'm actually going to regret not exchanging a shard of Oswald before September started, because I could have him at A2 today, right? If I wanted to, if I would have had the foresight to do this. But I think his A4 is going to be really, really important, and I think actually looking at these others we have right here, Rachel's also, I mean, the attack it gives is much less. But like Casty is a dancer, so then all of a sudden we're adding Fan to the list of things that can be exploited, right? So then all of a sudden Casty can do ice damage to sword, dagger, fan, tome, light, and dark weaknesses, which is just obviously really, really good coverage. So I think, and it also does lower elemental resilience of all enemies. So if we stack Rachel's and Oswald's, that's 20 out of 30% of the passive resilience debuff going, just whenever as long as the person using hers is in the front row. And so I think both of those are really high priority. I think Oswald's is like the highest priority. I don't think I'm gonna pull on the Dragon Quest III collab anymore. I mean, there is hers too, but again, if I'm gonna try to, well, I guess if I'm gonna try to, but the problem is there's probably not gonna be enough time to save up for this, honestly, because the Dragon Quest III collab is probably coming later this year, right? It's probably coming within the next month or two, and there's no way I'm gonna have a shot at even remotely getting close to A4ing a collaboration character unless RNG's just like loses their minds and gives me like 4 copies of her in one 10 pull or something silly, just something absolutely ridiculous. So I as much as I think like this is probably the this would be the best A4 for me to get, probably, right? It would be the best one. But I don't think that's going to be possible. So I think Oswald's is higher priority, like I said. What happened here? Casty's is good, but it's not that high priority. What? What are you? Astat, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, like look at the columns and stuff. I totally dropped the ball with this spreadsheet. like the size of these. Oh my gosh, this is gross. Okay, so what we can do to get around this is just go into it, copy it, go into it, and paste it. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so then we can get rid of those. We move. I think we move this one over. Oh, gee. Yep. Here we go again. Really, really ridiculous. Sorry, Onan. I know I'm like tunnel visioning here. Just give me a second. I think at some point I'm gonna have to try to get Temenos's. Honestly, Temenos's is good for the damage cap up, and the ult gauge filling and everything. I mean, if we pair his A4 with with Terra's A4, if somehow some way we get to a point where I can actually just save for Terra's, if I get like if their collab is like 6 months out and I get like 4 months of the time between now and then to like actually save, maybe we can think about that, because hers would go really well with his, right? If we put both of them on the same character, probably just put his on Terra too. Yeah, Rondo's is out, right? Oswald's. Um, yeah, I mean, I think this is it, right? Like, there's not a whole lot of these that are left here to think about. I think hers is definitely higher priority. Domino says is. Um, but yeah, honestly, I think Oswald's is like the second highest priority for me now, and the fact that we're probably never gonna get Viola X's means that I should start exchanging for Oswald's like right now, probably. And I should have been doing ads while we were doing all this talking. That's my bad. Okay, my bad, Onan. Let me see what you said here. Yeah, I know about the guaranteed. That's why we're gonna do polls on both of the accounts. Oh yeah, I saw about heard about Silk Song. I still haven't played the first one, so I think what we're probably gonna do is we're probably just gonna do. I figured I would do. We have to see more next year with like what games are coming out and stuff. But I think I'll either try to do one of, or maybe even both if time allows, and there's nothing else like new releases to worry about next year. I was thinking either we could do like a Metroidvania March or a Metroidvania May or something, because I still need to play both of the Ori games, and after Silk Song comes out, I need to buy both of them, but I need to play both of the Hollow Knight games too. And we never did finish Eterna Noctis either, so we also have that to work on as well. So, um, Grimoire Weiss a keeper. Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, we get 800 rubies. Thanks. Thanks. I'm just saving those. I'm not spending them on the collab, so that's nice. Oh, and I suppose we could get. We'll deal with the other stuff once we get back over here, because we already let Art and Jesus decide that we're gonna do the collab on the main account. So, um, oh, you platinumed the first one already. Nice. I mean, they look like nice games. I mean, they look very similar in like visual quality and gameplay quality to Eterna. Um, Eterna was a really fun experience. I mean, I think there's a good chance that it's probably the hardest game I've ever played, and that made it really really satisfying to. Okay, now I'm not gonna do the tower stuff here on the alt account on stream. we can do that. I can do that later tonight, like during the Brewers game or something. We will knock out the ads real quick. The first half of the day ads, or wait, the second half of the day ads. What am I talking about? But yeah, honestly, I've been enjoying Metroidvania games, like what little I've played, you know, because remember when Sea of Stars came out, we also played The Messenger right after that, and that was a lot of fun too. But yeah. Oh, are you talking about speedrunning it? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I never got into speedrunning it or anything, so I guess my mind doesn't immediately go to or like recognize the whole max percentage thing. I know with like the speed runs and stuff, that's always like one of the things that's like on the counter that's on the screen for like the time and everything. Okay, wait, nope, wrong button. Whoops, sorry. I saw we had a couple. That might be kind of an interesting read. I'll leave that up. Oh, Awakening Shards. This is the second day in a row on the alt account I've got Awakening Shards from ads. That's kind of funny. What is this ad, Underdog? What is this commercial? It's like don't even be shameless about using AI like in any way whatsoever. That's kind of funny. I'm thinking another thing that we can do next year, I think when we've got time to fill, I think it would be nice finally to get the alt account through the rest of the Orstera story. I don't know how long we want to wait, because we're kind of almost coming up on reaching a point where we might even have parties on the alt account for finishing it. And like that it feels like almost with Magnolia and Kane and Oshka and Rydia, and now we got Richard yesterday too. Like it's kind of not going to be fair for the game at this point to go up against what we're going to be bringing, but it should still be fun, and it'll be nice to experience the story again in this game too. I mean, I know in December we're not even oh wait, actually today the No, it was yesterday. We were 3 months away from 0 yesterday. Okay. So we're not even that whoa. No. Get out of here. I clicked. I shouldn't have clicked. We're not that far away. I mean, we're literally 1 week away from Borderlands. We're coming up on the games quick. And then before we know it, like Ivalice Chronicles is going to be here. Am I supposed to click on decline? Or am I waiting for an X to pop up? I don't know. Yeah, I'm waiting for an X to pop up. There it is. That was okay. I'm not a big fan of Underdog ads, definitely. I think we need to get those out of here. Okay, good. That's the last one. Okay, so we'll do our polls over here first. Let me get the audio back on. Yeah, I'm just not, like I said, I'm just not a big fan of speedrunning stuff, so that's kind of out of sight, out of mind for me, basically. Okay, what are we getting here too? Some nuts and some seals. Oh wait, complete the otherworld hunt. Oh no, investigate the strange library. Oh wait, now that's probably for the collab, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And so we're gonna have more polls to do at some point in the near future too, for both accounts. Okay. Okay, so here's our free one. Why don't we, should we look at the characters real quick? Let's see how many seals. Ooh, okay, so that's probably gonna get us to a close to a 10 pull at that point, probably to a 10 pull. So like I posted on Discord yesterday, we got Richard yesterday on this account. Kind of funny. Here's the free collab banner that has all 3 of them on it, which is tough. We got the paid banners. Let's take a look at NieR. He's the titler character, right? Okay. So let's see. This is a boost one that increases the amount of hits from 1 up to 6. Pretty good. Sidestep. Okay, let's see. He's got. Wait, what was the? That was the TP. Okay. It's 6 hits. I mean, that's okay. Does he have a way of double casting or anything? Oh, and there's a broken enemy. Oh, that's actually a little bit interesting because that works for any team, right? Because he also does magic attack. He's not just doing physical attack. It's not that much damage cap up, but it's a teeny bit. It's a teeny bit. He's probably not a great backpack, but he's at least, I don't know, in the conversation, even if he's like really all the way down at the bottom or something. Let's see. So he's got a 200 accessory. That's good. Physical attack when broken enemy is present. That's good. And then just down here at the bottom, chilling. Lower physical resilience of all foes by. This is a really good A4, actually, for physical. Like whales are gonna be happy to get this one, aren't they? Geometric pattern bracers. That's an interesting name. Dark Lance. Okay, his ult 2-hit, exploit dark. Potency red. That does not seem like a very good ult. X skill, let's see. His X skill, let's see. Oh, wait. Max boosting his ult skill lowers the count requirement. And this is why, I mean, unless you're whaling and you're going for the A4, his X skill is why you're getting him, right? This is an entirely new mechanic where you can extend break turns by 1 turn. So now you've got or nuke turns, sorry. So now you've got a break turn, and now you've got 2 nuke turns. That's a lot. I mean, that means I think if you get him faster than like Kane or Magnolia, I think it means that you can have Kane or Magnolia, or just Kane. Kane's the only one. Magnolia is every other turn, right? So very definitely with Magnolia, you can ever hit 2 times during a break. But now you can even have Kane hit 2 times during a break. So NieR is actually really good if you've got Southern Toss X too. The rest of his skills are okay. I mean, I think those are the 2 main reasons you get him, for the X skill and for the A4. Then we've got Emil, and Emil is interesting. Emil is dark now. You know, I started down the path of doing dark magic and working towards making a dark team on my main account, right? And unfortunately, the newer characters have become really, really strong for magic. Rondo X, Casty X, and Terra from the Final Fantasy VI collab specifically. They are not. I mean, I guess Rondo, like I said, Rondo can kind of make dark still viable, but he's basically gonna be he's not that high of a priority for dark damage anyways, for a dark team or anything. I think if I remember correctly, I think the best thing he can do is the skill where he's hitting 10 times. So he can be a good, I mean, and it's single target too, so he can be a good breaker. but that's about it, right? Like his damage isn't gonna be great. It's not gonna be like as good as Tatlock's or Seraphina's as far as dark magic goes. And he's, if I remember correctly, I don't think he's not bringing any team utility either, unlike Tatlock. And I guess technically Seraphina. So like if you're getting him, he's whale food basically because he's got a 200 accessory. And it's actually really good for self SP mitigation, right? And so this could go on to like, I think if I remember right, I think Terra is much more SP heavy and intensive than Rondo X is or Casti X is. So this is probably an A4 for Terra, like long term, if you're a whale. But yeah, I mean, as free to play, like this isn't accessible anyways. So that's kind of whatever. And then obviously Kane here is the one that most people are excited about. Yeah. Now wait a second. Why are there 5 characters here? Shouldn't there only be 4 in the word that's censoring? Now this one makes sense. 2, 4, 5. That makes sense for that one. 4 makes sense here too. So it's a little bit weird they put 5 there, but whatever. I'll chop you to pieces, she's yelling. From what little I understand about the game, she's a very in NieR Replicant, she's uncensored. In some ways. In other ways, she's she is censored. She's a very unfiltered character from what little I know about her. And so it makes sense that her skills are like that, and she's like screaming in this one. This is a good X skill. Unfortunately, you can only use it one time, and it's also kind of weird. She has to get attacked 5 times or more, but it's a 10 hit random, that's only when it's max boosted. Yeah, so it's 8 hits normally and 10 max boosted. And it's got dead aim built in, so that's kind of cool. Now her big thing is right here. Just like with Kane, she's got big potency built into her own kit, so she doesn't need to rely on Renew X or Solon for making her damage go out of this world. And it's literally just max boost right here, right? Now this is a mistake, right? This should probably be 120,000, not 120. that's that's a little bit interesting, right? But yeah, her potency is going up by 120% here, which is I think maybe the highest number we have in the game right now. I can't remember. I know characters like, I think Oswald can raise their own potency, or am I thinking of, maybe I'm thinking of Cyrus's TP skill actually. One of those two can raise their own potency too, but I can't remember what number it's by, so. This damn bastard. Okay. Physical attack gain, hoot and holler, BP doesn't decrease. That's cool. So it's kind of the opposite of Oshka's stuff. How's it going, Destroyer? Have you done any polls yet? Well, we can technically look that up, right? We're talking about Kane, yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be 100,000, not 120,000. How's it going, Taco? And then her A4 is another 200. So the A4s from the collab today are quite nice. You know, honestly, we don't. At this point, there's so many ways of getting passive attack and damage, like filling those buckets, that like when you see stuff like this, it's kind of just throwaway, right? Like, this is probably useless when consuming 3 BP or more. Raise physical attack with self, because you can use like Bargelo for backpacking to do that. You can use Tatlock as a backpack to do that, and so like it's already full, like filled if you use both of them, like for your entire front row. But the filling the ult gauge on turn 1 is definitely really nice for speed clearing, right? And so hers and NieR's, I think, both do that, and that's gonna be really nice. So yeah, but there's better characters in the future for raising caps like that. Onan, there's like way better characters for that. Like for instance, for Magic, Cassie's like way better at that, because she does it by 50% for the whole front row, but then she also gives 20% too, and she doesn't just do it for like one thing. She does elemental attack and ice damage. She raises both caps for the front row, and she raises both of them by 20. So just like that's like an example of just like the power creep that's still to come. And so like what Kane and Emil do is not that exciting. I mean, and for another example, was it him? Who was it? There was someone, yeah, so see, like this, like Rondo makes it so all your characters can crit with magic. So then, or wait, no, I'm getting confused. But like, yeah, what Casty can do here with raising the cap, that means that Casty will effectively replace Iowa with doing this too. Yeah, there's characters that do that too. I can't remember. Is it her? No, that's only battle skills. There's other characters. I would have to look. I would have to poke around a little bit to see, but there's other characters in the future that do both as well. But the thing is, those two characters are also only doing it for themselves, right? Like, at least for me as a free-to-play character, what I'm looking for is characters that can do it for more than just themselves. I'm trying to get as much as I can out of each character slot, since I don't have so many of the A4s and stuff. Okay, let's do our poll here, and then we'll hop over to the main account and we'll do our poll there, and then we'll go ahead and get started on the story, I think. Oh no, that's the other thing, Onan. It's really not. At least it won't be, because like with characters that can do it by 20, that means you only need 3 characters to do it, right? 20, 35, and 50. And so like Casty can do it by 20, and then you come over and you look at Fred, and Fred is doing it by 15 here, and then you only need one more person to do it. And if you somehow, some way have Fred's A4 too, then you only need Casty and Fred to do magic attack all the way to 50%. So it's not that bad, especially with some of these characters who can fill. I mean, like Fred's doing magic attack and damage as well, just like Casty, and so you only need a couple character slots to do stuff like that. Okay, anyways, polls, let's do it. So this account, this is the ult account, this is the physical account. Basically, we want either of the people other than Emil. We do not want Emil. We don't want Emil here. And so I'm probably jinxing myself into Emil. Ideally, we could pick up multiple characters, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the ult account we skipped, remember? Okay, so here we go. That sounds like Oh no, that's Emil. Damn it. I jinxed myself, didn't I? God damn it, Emil. And so now on the ult account that's 100% physical, we've got Rydia and Emil from the collabs. Oh man. All right, Emil, an experimental weapon created by ancient humans capable of wielding powerful magic. Despite feeling insecure on account of his monstrous form, he still supports his companions with a carefree and cheerful attitude. And that's it. Oh man, that's so sad. I shouldn't have jinxed myself, should I? And now watch on the other account, on the magic account, we're gonna get like Kane or something. Why is Arpgs doing this crap to me in this game? It's oh man, it's so gross. That's so sad because we're not doing any more polls on here on this account either, I don't think. Maybe we'll do like one more 10 poll. Maybe we'll do one more 10 poll, I don't know. Why am I in a place like this? Was it you who brought me here? Would you want me to join you even if I look hideous? Oh, come on, dude, you don't look hideous. Thank you so much. I'm Emil. I'll do my best. Yeah. Oh man, what the heck? Kane is just like, why are you here, dude? What are you doing? Oh man, what the heck? I don't know. Do we send one more? Let's do one 10 poll. We'll spend one 10 poll. That's so sucky though. All right, come on, Arpgs. Nada. All right, cool. Glad we spent the rubies. Yep, totally worth it. All right, let's get off this account before we make more mistakes here. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Kane would have been an absolutely perfect fourth for this team's front row, I think. Because right now where we're at, and I'm kind of thinking that like somehow, some way in here we've got to get Richard in here, right? Because he's such good spear support and he is sword support too. So I'm honestly thinking that maybe, as sucky as it is, like maybe Rydia just doesn't get play, right? And like Richard is maybe just the fourth for this team instead, with all the support and buffing and everything he does, and then he can just be paired with Prim too. Both of the buffers, two of the three buffers, because I think we've got Tatla or Agni here. Yeah, but when she uses her latent, this is going to the whole team anyways, so I don't know if it means we can't use this anymore because that'll only go to the front row. Actually, what all is it? Let's see. Physical attack. Oh, hers doesn't buff crit too. Why did I think it did? I don't know. But yeah, okay, let me save this real quick. I've got Richard in the other teams already too, ready to start leveling up here in these teams. Oh wait, he's supposed to be up here. Elfin, what are you doing, dude? Oh really? Just dang, that's a lot of NieRs though. But NieR's not that bad, and at least you've got a shot now at maybe getting his A4, because NieR's A4 is nice, right? Oh right. Let's wait to do that. Okay, let's switch back over and we'll do our poll over here too. Unbelievable. Okay, so now I go from getting really salty about Emil. Now I want Emil over on this account, but I'm sure that's not going to be what happens. I'm sure we're going to get one of the other two. Knowing these two's luck with collab RNG lately, like we're probably going to get Kane on the main account, right? And it's going to be so sad because I'm literally not going to use her outside of the job towers. which is really, I mean, that seems kind of messed up to say, but it is what it is. I don't think I did a pull on Richard on here, and I don't think we're going to. Only at 3 seals here. All right, let's send it. Okay, so we're looking for the wealth banner, yeah. So we're not gonna get it. We're totally not gonna get it. We can shut that off for now for a little bit too, maybe. All right, RNGesus, give me more than one of the characters this time. Come on. So I'm assuming the guaranteed one is in the 10th poll, right? So we need to see the banners here. Lemaire, where's Pixel? I'm getting so many Lemaire dupes lately, it seems like. Lemaire totally looks like she's out of Expedition 33, doesn't she? She really does. Okay, that's not the double that I was looking for at all. Because if I remember right, I don't think her A4 is actually that good. And here... Oh, damn it. We got NieR, I think. Okay, that sucks. I wonder if I can get away with actually using him long term as the Magic team's 8th character for like passive buffing plus break extending. That could actually be slightly interesting if we could somehow, some way fit him into the team. Okay, NieR, a fighter traveling with a talking grimoire Whis to save his beloved sister. He was originally a kind-hearted person, but now suppresses his inner self for the sake of his goal. You know what? he actually sounds like what's his name from our Delicious in Dungeon collab, who's trying to save Fallon. I guess technically that's not happening in the collab. It's happening in the anime still for me. But yeah, that's kind of funny story-wise. It's similar to Delicious in Dungeon. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely not who we were looking for. Both of our polls were not great, but whatever. It's fine. It's all gonna be made up to us on the 26th anyways, right, when we get Sam. That's all we really care about, and if we can off banner anybody along the way too, that would be really awesome. This is Orstera, you say? Whis, have you heard of it? Wait, is Whis the floating book? What a foolish question. I am the grimoire Whis, who knows all. Listen, Orstera is, well, a place, you know? Sure. Yeah, this is Octopath here, Taco. I am NieR. I'm on a mission to save my sister. Perhaps there's a reason behind our encounter. Yeah, so this dude is like the main character from Delicious in Dungeon. I forget his name because he's not in the collab in SOC. Okay, so that is character on this account, on the main account. That is character 169. Okay, nice, I suppose. Okay, 4,200 rubies. So we're in a decent spot right now. I didn't actually notice. Did he come as 5 stars or 6 stars? Oh, it looks like he might have came at 5 stars, yeah. Yeah, I suppose he did, right? Because of the spark was not the 6-star spark, right? It was the 5-star one. So he's way down here. Here he is right here. Yeah, so I mean, again, like if we do end up using him, we're using him for 2 reasons, I think, right? His X skill, or wait, that's, yeah, his X skill and like one of his passives. I guess his 3-star passive. Yeah, so magic attack and damage cap. And those are small numbers, right? Those are really small numbers. But between him, Fred, and Casty X, they can get magic attack for the whole front row up to 50%, which is what we're looking for, and I guess a little bit of damage cap. I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to see whether there's any. Yeah, like that doesn't matter in any way whatsoever. None of this stuff matters. I don't think his ult even. Yeah, his ult doesn't even matter. Yeah, just not a very exciting character to get, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could look at his kit. I don't know. Not overly excited about Emil since we didn't get him. You said purple, what, purple wave? I mean, that doesn't seem very exciting at all. So you're doing 900 potency. How are you doing 1,000,000 damage with that? Because it doesn't raise the damage cap at all. That's just gonna slam into the damage cap. You'd have to have like what, plus 400k damage cap raising on him. I don't remember. Does he get damage cap up? He doesn't have damage cap on his passives. He doesn't have damage cap on the skill itself. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not seeing what you're seeing here, Onan. I don't see that much potential in that skill. At least not compared to stuff like stuff like this that has like 300k built into it or something. I don't think so. Let's like, there is a skill he has that's 10 hits, but it's not the one you were talking about. I forget what it's called. Emil Beam right here. This one can hit 10 times, but it's gonna be, what is that, 180? It's gonna be about 200 SP. I think it's more so for breaking, because if you're trying to get it to hit damage cap with each hit, you're gonna end up having to use like a Rinyu X or Salon ult on him or something, and I think you'd probably rather do that like during a break or something. Yeah, but I don't have Shanna. I intentionally skipped her because she... Yeah, she came at a bad time, if I remember right. Wait, what do we have in there? The memory for the new character? Probably, yeah, for NieR. Yeah, someday we'll eventually be able to come back and do some more story days, right? Like we've got to go all the way back to like Sarah, Noah, and Fred. Like this would make sense to do their stories while we're doing our triangle strategy playthroughs, right? Like, cause that's what we're playing again tomorrow, right? And so like. If anything, if we have extra time today, maybe we should do their stories or something. That would definitely, and Roland too, I forgot. Yeah, because we have all three of them on this account. That would actually make a lot of sense. And I could put those videos out, and I could even put them all in like one playlist, and I can put that playlist on like on the screen at the end of all the triangle strategy VODs that we have from the last couple weeks too. That seems like a pretty nice idea actually. Okay, let's see. So we got the Grimoire Luis here. Tatlock doing all the Ember Flame stuff now. Oh man, that's not what we want. We want magic. Well, this one will be really oh wait, shoot. Can I hold on? Can I go back in and can I rename it again right away? Can we fit Grimoire in here too? Oh, come on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oh my gosh, it's 13. Okay, I think we're good because we just take the space out, right? And that works. Oh wait, no it doesn't. What is going to get off the screen here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh gosh, yeah, I can't count. That looks goofy, doesn't it? 2, 4, 6. That's the only... We'd have to get rid of 2 letters somehow. Grimoire. Sure. I don't know. That seems a little bit funky. I guess let's just do Luis. That's silly that they've got a 12 character cap on naming and stuff. If anything, because it's Octopath, it should be 16, right? Because it's 8 times 2. That would be better, but whatever. Alright, you'll stay Luis there. Yeah, not Wisdom from the Abyss. Wisdom is usually a magic related stat in RPG games, right? This should be magic defense, I think. Whatever. Okay, I think are we ready to start the story finally? I think so. Now that we've got all that unhappiness out of the way. Wait, how did I end up in hunts? Don't do that. What am I missing here? Is it in Celestia? Do I need to go to Celestia to see it, maybe? That wouldn't make sense, though, because usually they're in Orstera because of the Tower of Remembrance. Oh, wow, we're here. That's funny. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be here. Right? No, it's not here. That's silly, too. What the heck? It has to be one of these things, right? Obviously, it's not Purifying the Dead. It's not this one, because I already had this one favorited before. Or wait, no, that was this one. I mean, I don't think it's this either, is it? Maybe it is. I don't think that's what we're looking for, though, is it? I mean, it might have to be. Somebody help me out here. Where's the collab story? Or do we not have a story for the collab? I don't know. Maybe I need to look at it on Discord, like the news for the patch. Let's see here. Oh, right. You know what? The Automata collab was Hunts, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. That's why I'm not finding it. I'm looking in quests. Because I think Final Fantasy IV's was in quests, wasn't it? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. I can't remember. Did I put him in there? I don't think I did I? No, we've got to add him to here. Does that mean I'm spamming hunts? I'm spamming hunts for him with him too for the normal and the epic ones. Okay, who are we replacing? Probably Jane, right? I think. Or actually, let's see how close to being done with Jilmila and Varkin we are. 80 out of 200. 100 out of 200. You know what? Let's just do that. There you go, buddy. And then what? Want some of these. Alright, Varkin, you're out. Oops, too far back, too far back. all right. Let me get a stream marker in here so I can add this timestamp to the video. Okay, investigate the Strange Library 1. The client is the Forbidden Archives manager. A strange library has appeared inside the Tower of Remembrance. Please find out why it's there and get rid of it. Okay, so we're bringing in kind of a motley crew here, and actually one more change we've got to make is we've got to get him equipped with one of the keepers, with one of the new keepers, maybe the grimoire, to be honest. I've got a lot of keepers to still work on, right? We've even got 3 more of the the E33 ones that we never got to yet. We've got Taco over here, we've got Weiss, we've got, I don't even remember, why is that one called Lucky? We must have had someone with a handle Lucky stop by. Okay, we'll put Weiss on NieR, that makes sense. Okay. Actually, I don't know if we can do this because we don't have that many characters in here that are even equipped with stuff, right? Like Rinyu's gonna have to carry. I don't know if she can carry all these people, to be honest. And I've got like a lot of skills to teach these characters, and yeah, I think we're just using the normal team. I think we're just using the normal team for these hunts, so let's go ahead and just send it with them. It's fine. Now wait a second. Why? I guess. Oh, that's a nice shot. All right, there's the tower in all its glory. I wonder if we're gonna get shots of. I wonder if it's even gonna be in 0. To be honest. Oh, there goes Ilo. Ilo, where are you going? You're going up, 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 up. Oh, there's Isla. What are you up to, Isla? What's going on? The library of this tower is underground. There's not supposed to be a library here. That's kind of funny. Uh-oh, what do we have over here? Oh, really? Okay. A common only run of what? Probably TOA before it's gone, right? But where did the strange library come from? It's like... Oh! I will look out! Meow! Run, Isla, get back up. That's funny. Don't worry, Tatlock will help you. That's it. A library I've never seen before, as well as monsters to go with it. It seems the power of the Forbidden Archives has gotten out of paw. Tatlock's like, what? The Forbidden Archives is a secret room located beneath this tower. Tatlock, how do you not know that already? All the worlds that exist are like books on a shelf, each one beside the other. If something happens to the shelf, the books can bump into and affect each other. The reason why the power lost control probably lies in that library. I hope you find it out and resolve it. Tatlock, I'm counting on you. You know, if Tatlock didn't already know about the library, I'm not sure telling her about it was the best course of action. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Oh, this is cool. We've got a library dungeon. No way. Okay, this is really cool. Obviously. And this is gonna be Replicant music, yeah?
Fresh meat.
Oh, thanks for the raid, Zuzu. How's it going? Ooh. All right, well we already know that Replicant has good music. How's it going, everybody that just joined us in the raid? Welcome, welcome. Investigate this book, yes. Let's see what the book has for us. Oh, we're in. Yo, dude, we went inside the book. It's like Expedition 33 all over again. Except this time we're going inside of books and not paintings. I have no answer for you, Onin, because I've never played NieR games before. How's it going, Leon? Welcome, welcome. We're just starting the collab, so it's really low level, so it's just gonna be we're just gonna be autoing it here, I think. Oh, I've been playing since launch, so I have like 170 characters. As you can see, we've got a motley crew going on here. We've got like Fred from Triangle Strategy, and we pulled Rinyu. We've got actually on this account, it's my main account. We're 100% magic at this point, and the alt account, the second account, is 100% physical. So that way we can get more characters and stuff. This is what we're running right now on this account. But long term, we've kind of been talking about it a little bit already today. Long term, we're gonna be having a team with like Casty X, Rondo X, Terra, and I think Oswald for the front row probably, and then Iowa will be gone, Temenos will be gone, Tatlock will be gone, and we'll be having I think Fred and Rinyu in the back, along with like Signa, and I'm not sure who else. We'll have to see. I think there's a good chance for the 8th and final slot we'll probably end up using Agnia, because I think we're gonna need more buffing and debuffing from that slot. I have to run the numbers and fill up all the buckets to check, but I think that's probably gonna be the 8th. So eventually we won't be using most of these characters. We'll only be using Fred, Oswald, and Rinyu like a year from now, maybe, out of all these 8. But for right now, this is what we've got here. And then on the other account, like I said, it's all physical. The team on that account is Oshka, Magnolia, Kane, and Richard for the front row, and then the back row I think is Tatlock, Prim X, Signa, and Agnia there too. So it's pretty similar back row over there, but yeah, it's fun being able to get like most of the characters I want between the two accounts. So that's kind of why we're doing 2 accounts at this point. Okay, let's see what this book has for us. Is this book gonna take us back out? Yes, cool. This is already looking like a fun dungeon, isn't it? A vicious meat in a library. Okay. Surely makes sense. Tatlock Dancer's passive is just killing everything for us so far. Maybe I should have brought the other team with Rinyu being the only one that has equipment, but whatever, it's fine. This music sure is nice, right? Yeah, these enemies are like super low level. And so like they probably only have a couple hundred health, I'm guessing. I don't know why all these animals are inside of this like library. That's kind of interesting. Oh, it didn't do it. All right, Rinyu for the win. I guess I'd forgot that I made Rinyu really fast. For anybody who hasn't played this game but is planning on playing Octopath Zero, this character I keep referencing here, Rinyu. Oh, I can't click on her. But Rinyu down here, she's gonna be an Octopath Zero as well. I think, let's see, I think her and Tatlock are probably the only characters we have here in the team that will be, I think, in Zero. I mean, maybe if we're lucky, Isla might be too. We'll have to see. I think a lot of us COTC folks hope that he will be, though. Yeah, but we also can't really talk about why that is, though, right? There's definitely a reason for that, but we can't really talk about it. Because I think at least within my community, there's definitely a few people who haven't played COTC that are going to be playing Zero, and so I'm trying to avoid giving spoilers as best I can. It's not that easy to not do, though. I found myself like right after the announcement for Zero, like trying to talk about COTC and stuff, and it was just like I had some Freudian slips like on the first couple days after the announcement trailer, and so I'm trying to just be like really careful with what I'm saying at this point, because other than like mentioning characters in this game that are going to be in Zero, like there's not much more than that I think is actually maybe safe to even say. So, and the last thing I want to do is ruin this game's story for anybody with how much I've loved it over the years. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Something happened. We got a book. But why did we get a book after this one and not after also doing this one? It almost makes it seem like you don't even have to do all of these first. What do we got here? Oh, we got a fight. Ooh, who do we have here? We have a Kate.
Yes. やりました。いかなる道でも全力を尽くせばきっと。
Okay, so what's the book? Actually, let's wait to check the book. Okay, maybe we can't wait. Nope, we can't wait to check the book. We have to check the book. Oh wow, that's it already, huh? We're going into a fight here. Looks like it. Well, I mean, after all, this is a hunt, and the hunts are usually not very long, so that's not too surprising. Oh, here's our board that we saw before. Yes, hunt target. This has been maybe the coolest hunt we've seen so far. I'm not sure. Yeah, we obviously just auto this, yeah. Brittany, are you ever gonna let anybody else play or no? I think not. How's it going, emoji? No, there's probably an outside chance that we might get to that today or something. Yeah, let's be careful not to give spoilers here, guys, about COTC and Zero stuff if we can help it. I don't want to have to start deleting messages and stuff. Okay, investigate the Strange Library 2. Client Forbidden Archives Manager. I saw a Raging Guardian in that library. That must be one of the reasons. Please defeat it. Okay, you know what? If she's gonna do all that stuff, I think I am gonna just bring them in here. It's fine. Yeah, but the problem is, emoji, I don't know if my roster can actually handle it. I'm missing a lot of key characters that people are using for all of them. Like I don't have oh, you know what? Do I have Tatlock in here? I might not have Tatlock in here. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. Like I don't have Coco, I don't have Rico, I don't have Ta Air, I don't have Tristan, so yeah, except again, like I tried telling you yesterday, I don't like when it comes to games, like I intentionally avoid like I go in blind and I try to solve problems on my own, and so like you telling me how to do a fight is like the opposite of what I'm interested in. So everybody that's here that's been along for the COTC ride with me knows that like I intentionally go into fights without knowing enemies' weaknesses and stuff, even when that information is available online, stuff like that. So I'm not a big fan of backseating and stuff. Like if I want help, I'll ask for it, that kind of stuff. When it comes to like problem solving and puzzle stuff and everything, so. No, you didn't ruin anything, honestly. It's I didn't get to doing any more attempts off stream yesterday like I had hoped I could. I'm gonna try to get some more in off stream tonight, and maybe depending on how long this collab goes here today, we might be able to get back to SOC today even. I'm not sure, to do some more attempts, because I think at the very least I think 5 bottoms should be doable for me, with some more, I'm not sure more of what, but more experimenting and stuff, but like knowing that I probably won't be able to beat 6, and I would need to beat 6 to be able to get another astral, to do another astral imprint pull anyways, kind of makes it definitely makes it feel like I don't need to even try to worry about 6. So it's basically, can I beat 5 bottom or not? And I think the answer is probably yes. It's just at this point it's a matter of time, honestly. And I don't know. I hope we'll have time to do some tries, even if it is off stream today before it goes away tomorrow, but not fully sure on that either. But it's okay. I mean, I don't have, like I said, I don't really have any FOMO with it, with not getting 5 done either, if because of where I'm at with Astral Shards right now, so. Oh, there you go, Jane. God, look at these damage numbers. Can you come do something, Rinyu? Seriously, thank you. Rinyu casually just letting everybody else do their own thing and embarrass themselves and everything. Okay, this time we're actually going to the sides, huh? This is a really cool dungeon though, right? I don't know. I don't know if I've done a library dungeon. I mean, we were on Wednesday. We were at the Frost Archives in Triangle Strategy, right? But like, I think this is probably the first library dungeon that I've done since probably about a year ago, Visions of Mana, right? I think that was probably the last library dungeon I've done in any game. So this is kind of cool, like thematically, and how everything is working with it, with the teleporting stuff, because it's kind of like sci-fi-y, just like the library in Visions of Mana, right? Like that dungeon was an absolute trip. I think that was probably my favorite dungeon in that game. And the fact that like in not the final boss in there, but like the mini boss in there, remember, it made the entire room like rotating, and so we had to constantly be hopping onto stuff to prevent ourselves from like falling as the room like rotated and was like spinning around. That was honestly, in the last few years, that was one of the coolest designed boss fights I've seen in a game. That's obnoxious. They keep sapping our SP, right? I am a day one player, so I've played for, let's see, a little over, what was it? It came out at the end of the third week in July, right? So we're at, what is that, like 5? So we're at about, what is that, like 41 months or so? It's been a while. It's been a wild ride. Really, really fun experience. There's not many games other than this one that I've played for this long. Especially that like have any story involved or anything. Like I played Summoner's War. That was the first gacha game I played like over a decade ago, and I played that for, I don't even remember how many years. I think it was like 5 or 6 years. But that wasn't, I mean, the combat in that game isn't as complex as this game, and the story's nowhere near as good and stuff. So Taco, the only Fire Emblem game I've ever tried is Three Houses. I have it on Switch. The problem was that I tried playing it like right after Triangle Strategy came out like 3 years ago, and it was not a very good experience for me after Triangle Strategy. You know, you know how much from the last couple weeks how much I love Triangle Strategy, and Three Houses also has like the day cycle thing that like the Persona games have as well. And my experience with it in Three Houses was like the first time I'd ever experienced that mechanic in a game, and I did not enjoy it. and also back then, that was before they added like harder difficulties to Three Houses. And so, like, I also had a massive complaint that, like, the game was just really easy. Like, I had it on whatever the hardest difficulty was on launch. You know, and I was doing that right after I just played Triangle Strategy on hard, right? And so, like, it was incredibly... The gameplay itself was incredibly boring, too. Because it was so easy. Like so easy. It didn't quite feel like Triangle Strategy on very easy. Like that was still easier than what I remember of Three Houses, but like maybe what we're seeing now in the second playthrough on day one, like on that we had on Wednesday on easy, where it's still mostly just like face roll. It felt like that. It felt like that with Three Houses, and it was just between not enjoying the day cycle and stuff, it was not a great experience for me. Now, I know since then they've added supposedly a difficulty to Three Houses that I've seen a lot of people say is even harder than Triangle Strategies hard mode. So that has me really curious and really intrigued. And then there's also the fact that I know there's multiple endings to Three Houses, just like Triangle Strategy. That also has me intrigued. So I would like to give it another shot at some point and revisit it. I'm just not sure when that'll happen. But I think I would like to try it again. And there was another recent game that I kind of somewhat recent that I kind of struggled with getting into on my own. But that was all like before I started streaming, which is the same experience with Three Houses. And then I tried streaming it so doing it after I'd started streaming, and I was able to get all the way through it, and it was actually a more enjoyable experience than I thought it would be. And that was Final Fantasy 15. So I think if I give streaming Three Houses a shot at some point, I think there's a good chance I'll probably enjoy it and I'll probably get all the way through it. So I'm wondering if maybe the best time to do that would be next year, whenever we're able to get to play through 3 of Triangle Strategy as well, and we could just go Triangle Strategy 3 Houses, Triangle Strategy 3 Houses for multiple playthroughs and stuff potentially, and see how that goes. But yeah, like I said, we'll have to see what the games next year are looking like too. Yeah, I definitely don't have engaged after the kind of sour experience with Three Houses. I wasn't really feeling like buying any more Fire Emblem games, that's for sure. Diafield Chronicle, I remember hearing very mixed opinions on that. I can't remember exactly what it looks like. I think it might have been like oh, was that NieR that went down? Yeah, I saw someone on the top went down for sure. Is Diafield the one that has like combat where both you and the enemies act at the same time? Because I remember devs trying that with Vandal Hearts too, and it was kind of a weird feeling where your characters and enemies were acting like simultaneously in an SRPG, and it felt kind of weird. But that, again, that was also like, I think that was back in the 90s, and so like I was still a kid, I was still a teenager back then, so it might be different feelings and different vibes about like simultaneous like turn taking and stuff at this point. I don't know, but I think if I were to try that gameplay mechanic again, I'd probably want to revisit Vandal Hearts 2 first before I tried a new game. Assuming I could find an easy way to play Vandal Hearts 2 though. Okay, let's investigate the Strange Library 3. Forbidden Archives Manager is yet again the client. This time I saw a big shadow in that library. That must be the real reason. Please knock it down. Okay, let's go. All right, Rinyu, can you carry level 40? I don't know. Maybe we should start equipping some of these characters with stuff. Let's just put like non-accessory stuff on people. That's not stuff that's not being used right now by others. Whose fan is this? Oh, Tatlox. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Because he's only level 20. Sure, that makes sense. Molar Russo's over here. Does that mean I have to like... Okay, Joe Mila has stuff. Okay, it's mostly gonna be the Jomila and Rinyu show here, I guess. Because Jomila is the only one that actually has skills like learned and equipped and stuff. It's fine, whatever. I think they should be okay, yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay. Wait, is this a different song? We'll have to let it cook for a second here. Oh, I love it. Why can't they need to do this more? Yeah, it's the same song. They need to do this more in COTC, and I hope they did this in Zero. Right, where the exploration or dungeon like music doesn't change when you go into combat. It doesn't change. You hear the same song in and out of combat. I kind of like it when games do that, honestly, because sometimes these songs, like these zone songs, these dungeon songs, are so good that you don't want to stop listening to them when you go into combat, right? And it also makes, like, I feel like it brings the dungeons to life more too when you're still listening to the same song in combat that you hear out of it too, right? Because it feels like, looking at the background, we're still in the library when we're fighting, and so like hearing the same music makes it feel like we're still in the library even more. Like I think I remember saying that quite a bit, like years ago when we were inside of the Gate of Finis, right? And wanting to just listen to the Gate of Finis music over the combat music, even though that combat music went really hard, right? Like that combat music that we started hearing at that point in the story, I think is probably the best Octopath random battle music we've heard in any of the games so far. Now, why is NieR doing... Oh, because he's leveled... That's right, because he's level 20. He's got nothing. But yeah. And I should probably shut up, because I don't... Because that's kind of like spoiler adjacent too, isn't it? Just mentioning that. Yeah, it's really hard to talk about all of what this game is without giving zero spoilers, isn't it? I like how Tatlock's the one that runs up and grabs the book, even though she's not actually with us and fighting and stuff. Oh, why is there no book over there? That's interesting. Hang in there, NieR.
おしまいです。
助かったよ。
成果の導きです。
I think probably based on doing both of the NieR collabs from in this game, there's probably a decent chance I could see playing both of these games at some point too. I think everything that I've learned about the NieR games kind of has me pretty intrigued about like the characters and the story and obviously the music. As we're listening to this like really nice song in the background now. I mean, honestly, it probably should have done that long ago, right? Like with how big of a deal getting A2 in this game was back when we first had the first pass of Automata. Oh, there we go. Where was that big damage proc coming from at the end there? I can't remember. We can't look at skills, can we? Is that coming from Bargello? It's definitely not one of Rinyu's passives. I think it might be one of Bargello's passives. You know, because NieR's only hitting for a couple hundred each hit, and then every time at the end of his turn, there's like this 18,000 damage proc. I think it's got to be one of Bargello's passives, probably. Oh, we haven't seen one of these yet. Eggling. Dang, wait, why didn't Rinyu cast magic there? Oh, I think it was Jane's fault, wasn't it? Yeah, because Jane showed the weakness there in turn 1. Jane's a jerk, basically. Oh, do we have a different location here than we've seen in the others? Looks like it. Oh, we're on the roof. Oh wow, what is that? A Knave of Hearts. This must be a big replicant thing, right? This doesn't look like anything close to being Octopath related here. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got replicant boss music. Crank it up. Feels like we're building up to something. All right. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Oh boy, this dude's got a little health. Damn, Rinyu did that little damage. That doesn't bode well. Oh, Rondo, should you have really broken there at the end? Okay, Cecil's not having any of that nonsense. Cecil's like, my collab was better. Fair enough, Cecil, fair enough. It's kind of funny. What's up, Isla? What a headache. It seems that strange new library has also vanished. Recently, the fissure that divides the worlds has been loosening. If something happens again, I'll have to ask underdogs to get on this.
Yeah.
Meow? Something fell down. What do you got there? It's a white book? Uh-oh. So the library's gone, but a book remained? That doesn't sound ominous or mysterious or dangerous at all, right? Let's see, memoirs. No, there's got to be like a side quest or something now. Right? There's got to be something. Or is it just, maybe it's just the memoirs because the hunts are gone now. I guess maybe it's got to be the memoirs. Okay, we've got Mysterious Library. We've got Otherworldly Book Club. Mysterious Library, The End. Okay, in case one of those is like a photo thing, let's get this team out of there. We don't want them in a photo shoot, right? We probably want a main team. So who gets added here? That creature we just fought? Yeah, the Knave of Hearts. Oh, it doesn't even give us anything. It's just rubies and crystals. Well, that's not boring at all. Okay, I think it was this one, right? Side. Wait, no, back. Forbidden Archives. NieR Replicant. Okay. Yeah, this is a photo spot. I was right. I thought the book club might be something like that. That makes a lot of sense having these four scholars in here. Rinyu's hanging out with Tatlock, and Tatlock's also trying to reason with this thing. Temenos is studying, and Oswald's like, wait a second, Iowa, that book's not for you. What is Fred doing? Fred's like, yeah, you're a fun-looking monster. What is Fred doing? That's funny. Oh, wait, that was one we wanted to keep. Oh, well. Interesting scene. Probably does feel a little bit weird that Cyrus was not in there too, though, right? Alright, Mysterious Library. These are anecdotes about characters you don't hear about in the main story. Okay. We really like camera panning work in the HD2D engine, right? Dude, what's up, Ashy? How's it going, man? What's going on? Are you hopping on the Silk Song bandwagon? I saw that it... Oh, wow! Damn, Ashy's cooking. Hold on, hold on. Look at Ashy. Congrats, everybody. You know, I've been meaning to update the emotes and emojis and stuff, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to do that. Dude, it totally is. It's going all the way back. I think it's Diablo 1, isn't it? I think that's Diablo 1. Yeah, dude. We're old around these parts, remember? We're old as hell. Now, I don't know why it keeps... I guess it's playing for everyone, so we're gonna hear it 5 times. Oh, have they? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I've been here since 1, so... yeah, I think we're gonna hear it. There we go. There you go, Mako. Also, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. I don't know if you showed up in the raid earlier. Even if not, welcome, welcome. If you did, welcome, welcome. Hopefully the stream that you guys came from, Zuzu's stream, hopefully that was a good time too. What's up with you though, Ashley? How's it going, dude? You just dropping by to share some love, or what's up? You're chilling, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's always a good time when you guys stop by. I think maybe we'll be seeing a little bit more of that later in the month, right? When we get to Final Fantasy Tactics. Hopefully Krondo can stop by for a little bit here and there when he's not playing, or maybe even if he is playing. I am going to be doing a 24-hour stream of it, so that's kind of exciting. I think if I remember it, I think it goes live on either the 29th or the 30th this month, so we've got that to look forward to here. We'll have to see, but yeah, that's kind of exciting. I'm gonna be starting next week. I'm gonna actually try streaming Borderlands 4, and we'll see how that goes. I haven't ever really streamed a shooting game before, but it is kind of like Diablo adjacent almost, because it's like the looter part of it and stuff too. Yeah, no, I hear ya. Are you playing any games now though? Like whenever you do have a little bit of free time? I gotcha. Okay, so what other ways? What's the most relaxing for you these days? I mean, other than like cooking and stuff, of course. Warhammer. I I don't know if I would how that would. I mean, it feels like all the Warhammer stuff you always talk about. I feel like that would be stuff that I would totally get into. And then obviously there's other there's like trading card games and stuff. All this other nerdy stuff that I've never gotten into that I think I would probably just like, but I mean you kind of get it with not even having time for playing games and stuff these days. There's only so much time, and there's only, for stuff in life. Life is just life is hectic, life is busy, life is just, you know how it is. It's like the older we get, the harder it is to find time for stuff, right? I mean, like, honestly, I feel like since I tried starting to do this streaming thing, like, I hardly even have time to play games for like myself. Like, outside of streaming games, like the games that I'm streaming and stuff, like once I'm done streaming, I'm kind of just like, okay, I need to stop playing games now for the rest of the day or something. Like, I need to chill, I need to relax, stuff like that. So yeah, life, man, just life. And speaking of that, speaking of life, like one thing I've gotten into in like last year and this year, I'm like actually really into baseball now. For like most of my life I hated baseball with how slow it is. And now I'm like, with how it feels like there's never enough time for everything anymore the older I get. It's like I actually just really love baseball. It's so slow. It's so perfect now that I'm older and I'm slower and everything, you know. Yeah, same for me, Ashley, totally same for me. Like, I loved going to Brewers games when I lived in Milwaukee. And other than going to baseball games in person, like, I hated watching them on TV. And now it's like the exact opposite. Like, I can just sit down in front of the TV and I can relax. I can maybe take a nap if I want to or need to. I can look at my phone and I can still like catch all of the action. I say action, and in baseball there's not really that much action because it's slow paced. But and it hasn't hurt that like this year, this season right now might just be the best season in Brewers history, in like franchise history. Like, they're like, as of right now, we have the best record in the league, and it's like my second year of watching the team, and I feel like such a filthy bandwagon for this happening in my second season, when like diehard Brewers fans have been suffering for like 30 plus years and stuff, and I come along and it's like second year in and we're doing great. We might actually have a shot at winning a World Series or something. But yeah, it's been fun. I don't know. Um, all right. Oh, I just saw your message from earlier, Onan. Was that in the Cascade log, or is that in the adversary? Oh, you said rank 3, so that's adversary log, right? Not Cascade. Okay. Um. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Actually, I mean, even the gifted subs aside, man, it's always just nice to catch up with you and chat with you. So take it easy, dude, and we'll see you on Discord, man. Have a great rest of your day too at work. Um, Ashley's good people. I've known Ashley online for years before I started streaming and stuff. Um, yeah, no, totally. Thanks for the heads up on that, Onan. Hopefully everybody that plays COTC here that's hanging out with me caught that. Maybe what I'll do is, I think I feel like I've done this like with your messages more than anybody else's, Onan, where I've taken screenshots and then shared them on Discord just because of how much like really helpful information you've shared during streams. So I'm gonna take a screenshot of that message and I'm gonna put it in the Discord channel. on my server so that people do not miss out on that. Okay, cool. All right, Isla, what's going on? The library of this tower is underground. There's not supposed to be. Wait, this is what we already saw, isn't it? Yeah, we already saw this. We already saw all of this. Can I just skip this? I don't know. I'll fast forward through the text because it wasn't too long. It's interesting that they have this like recap in case, I guess, in case you missed the story, or in case you skipped it just to get to the gameplay, so that you can rewatch it at any point in the future. That's nice. Good quality of life, right? And for those of us who did watch it, I could have just skipped it for 5 rubies anyways. Okay, now this one though, this should be maybe new stuff for us because it's the end. We'll have to see. Oh, maybe not. This is gonna be... No, this is gonna be Isla picking up the white book, isn't it? Yeah, so this is gonna be... Okay, but surely there's gonna be more hunts, right? We can't stop at a level 40 hunt, can we? Maybe you just have to watch both of those and then the next hunt opens up or something. Oh no. Really? No way. There's no way because we've got level 65, 65, 55. There's got to be more. I hate how these are always popping up now. Like every single day. I wish they would stop because they didn't always. I think that's probably a NetEase thing. Oh wow, wait. We've got more polls to do, don't we? Here's what Onan was talking about too right here. Let me actually just take a screenshot of that too and we'll put that on Discord to accompany. Okay. Okay, so more polls around the main account, so no skipping. We still need more Prim and Hanit dupes and stuff. Yeah. It doesn't look like we're getting anything though. Can we even get a 4-star? Maybe not. Maybe not. RNGesus is like, I've got good stuff in the pipeline for you with Sam's banner, okay? Just chill. I'm planning on giving you Isa too if you don't keep complaining, okay? Okay, RNGesus, I'm listening. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Yeah. I really hope RNGesus is just setting me up to cook on in a few weeks here in the other game. Is that really it for the collab? Is it really just 3? Is it really just the 3 hunts? It can't be that simple, can it? Because they're so low level. It feels like there should be more. I don't know. That's a little bit of a bummer after now. Again, like I said at the start of the stream, this collab did come out before the Final Fantasy IV collab. But man, this is so like bare bones compared to the Final Fantasy IV collab too, isn't it? And it also looks like the Final Fantasy VI collab is going to be pretty in depth. I mean, it even felt like the NieR Automata hunts were more in depth, and wasn't there a higher, some of those were like high level, weren't they? Like, wasn't one of those hunts like level 70 or 80 or something? I feel like. So this feels a little bit weird. I wonder, I mean, because how long are the banners going to be going on here? I wonder if we might like get more hunts next week or something. It's going, no, they're going for 3 weeks. At least the paid one is. Oh wow, wait, they're going for a whole month. Yeah, let's see what happens since they're going for, now the free one is, the paid ones are only going for 3 weeks. I suppose I'm doing it the wrong way. We should probably look at, but the hunt will the hunt stay, or is the hunt gonna be temporary too? Because the Automata one was temporary, right? Like it's not down here like these other collab ones are. I mean, even if it stays at such low level, it's not worth it. Right? That's because that's not a lot of content, right? Yeah, that's like so much less content than the Final Fantasy IV stuff, because that had the bigger hunts right inside of the Tower of Remembrance, but then it also had like the story too, which just had more to it as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Final Fantasy IV collab had like, what was that, like, I don't know, maybe like 2 to 3 hours worth of content. Like this has been like under an hour and a half. This is probably like an hour of content, if that. And that was even with me getting like sidetracked and Ashy stopping by and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess what we could do, I guess we could go into the adversary log and we could do that real quick. Right? Like we could do, I think that was in here. So we have to go up through rank 3, right? It's level 40. Oh, you can actually skip ranks now, huh? So if I do rank 3, let's see, what are you weak to? I mean, we're running a fire team, so that's not gonna work that well, but Tatlock might just be able to murder this thing all on her own, I don't know. We'll see. She should probably just get Combust going for her passives and stuff, right? Temenos, why are you so slow, man? If he was faster, I could just just shield everybody up front, but I think we may as well do that since he's not. Oh, he doesn't have very much health at all. If Tatlock did that much damage with Mafa, that's not great. Oh my! Rank 3 and you have like less than 100,000 health? Oh buddy. Oh, this is like way worse than I thought it was gonna be. Like way worse. I should have just pushed auto. I should have literally just pushed auto. Okay. I thought this was gonna be like, I know it's not even X1, but like I thought at least it was gonna be like a 5-turn fight or something. That actually should have just been a 1-turn fight. I bet Tatlock could have one-shot him. Okay, well there's our rubies that Onin was kind enough to let us know about. And so that means I can easily get those on the other account too. Well, I mean, we're here to play Octopath, so I guess why don't we? I don't know. I guess why don't we hop over to the other account and just do the collab again, and we'll skip all the dialogue and we'll just do a little bit more gameplay. It definitely looks like we're gonna be getting onto SOC today though. with how short this has been. It's only 2 p.m. my time, and let me just double check like what time we're trying to get out of here. So we have the Brewers. Oh shoot, the final game of the Phillies series is a day game, afternoon game. I don't know. I kind of almost want to watch that. I was planning on not getting out of, only planning to get out of here for the tennis later, but because normally the tennis and the baseball both start around the same time, but the baseball starts in like an hour, so maybe we actually will just do a short stream today, and I'll just do my best to get Adversary 5 lower done this afternoon and evening, and then I can just share that on stream tomorrow too, a replay of it if I am able to get it done. Nah. like I darn well better be, right? I really should be able to, hopefully. I don't think I probably, with the characters I'm missing, I probably shouldn't be able to get 6 or 7 done, but I think the other part is like there are some characters like Emoji mentioned earlier, and like we were looking at yesterday, like Papal Ice Priest and stuff. There are characters I have that should help and maybe would make it possible to do on 6 even potentially, but I also just don't have the Castalia to use on them, which is the other problem. So I'm trying to not give in to FOMO too. So I think we probably just say whatever, it's fine, and just do without. Oh, we've got our 8th we've got our 8th keeper on the ult account now, finally. Yes, correct, Taco. And with having already done a lot of the story on the first playthrough, we're gonna skip a lot. So I think tomorrow will mostly be combat again, just like Wednesday was. On Wednesday, I didn't even realize on Wednesday, I think we did like 5 fights or something, which, you know, for triangle strategy is quite a lot in that short of amount of time, you know, with how story based the game is and everything. But yeah, so we should also probably be able to get some new characters, I'm thinking, tomorrow too, and so we can play around with them a little bit as well. And we should have a little bit of new story, right? Like in chapter 7, I think it was 7. I think when we choose to protect Roland, I think we just light fires in that fight instead of like not doing it like last time. So keepers are like these pets that you can equip onto your characters, and they each have a unique skill that usually has like a wait time before you can use them the first time, and then cooldown before you can use it every subsequent time. But there's usually no limit to the number of times you can use them. There's only cooldown requirements, and so it's like another layer of combat basically. But the big, and maybe of the bigger thing about them though, is that they give your characters more stats. So like compared to like SOC, they're tied into the Divine Beast, but they're not the same thing. The Divine Beast you can only have one Divine Beast equipped for your entire party at a time, I think. And you can only summon them a certain number of times per combat. Whereas with the keepers, you have them equipped. You can have one keeper equipped to each character, and then they give the character all these stats too. And so like kind of like trying to compare it a little bit to SOC, they're kind of like when they got added, it was kind of like similar to when Pioneering got added this month or last month, like a month ago for us, where it's just another way of getting more stats. And I guess even the skill is somewhat similar to in Pioneering too. The only difference is, you know, in Pioneering with the class skills we have in there, you can only use them in Pioneering. In here, in Octopath with the Keepers, you can use the Keepers almost everywhere in the game, and you can use their skills wherever you can use the Keepers too. And so it's somewhat of a similar system, except it's much easier to gain the full benefit of these, because you just have to fully level up their level and their bond, and then you can get like the max amount of stat points into them and stuff. I mean, if they implemented it, it would be, obviously they would have to do it a little bit differently with the stats, because they can't give us this many stats like all at once, and like it wouldn't even be like these specific numbers, right? Like they would have to tune them and stuff there too. But like, so like in here you can take any stat up by, yeah, Linda's just not leveled high enough. She's not high enough, but you can take any stat up by either 50 for these other 7 stats or 500 for the HP one. And so you can get, some of these keepers give like crazy stats. Like the best tanky ones give over 1,000 more HP, and the best attack ones give like over 100 more attack, which is just like a lot of stats. But like if they balanced it right, like it would work. It would work great probably, because it's in, just like in here, it's another layer of making combat more complex, right? Because you're literally giving your character another skill, right? And so like if they were implemented the same way as in this game, but just balanced differently with the stats so they wouldn't break the game, it would be very interesting, because all of the different keepers in here have different and unique skills. So like some of them have like defense breaking, some of them have ultimate gauge filling. So like in SOC, you could have one that like maybe gives the character like 1 energy, and you could do that maybe like every 3 turns or something, where your character could just get another energy that turn. Yeah, I think it's a really cool system. I think it would work. Honestly, it would just be another layer to combat, which, as we've seen, I think in the pioneering stuff, is good. I mean, it's kind of what sets these two games apart from like other like non-gacha Srpgs and Jrpgs, where there's more complexity to the combat and stuff. And as both of the games continue moving forward, they just continue adding layers upon layers upon layers, to make the combat more complex and everything. And at least for me, I've enjoyed it. So like another way that we have that in this game is that initially we did not have X skills. So that's another layer where we've got X skills now. And that came from when they introduced the 6th star characters can get. And so now, I mean, that's another thing SOC could do. They could totally rip this off from COTC. They could at some point introduce a 6th star, and they wouldn't even necessarily need to make it alter traits or anything at all, but they could make it add one more skill to characters. You get it in, there's a couple different ways. If a new character comes out, they typically have their 6th star, and so like you can pull them as 6 stars, or you can upgrade them using this using the what is it called, the exploration in SOC. It's like this game's version of that, which is this incense burner, which is just constantly refilling, or I mean, maybe, yeah, it's basically that. It's constantly refilling. I know mechanically it's kind of like the pioneering stuff, which refills over time too, but like mechanically and what it gives us, it's more like exploration, like with the exchange. But it gives us all this stuff just from idling and just remembering to collect it. So this is how you get these 5-star heroic seals that you get here. It takes 500 of them to take a 5-star character up to 6 stars. And so as you can see on this account, this is my second account, I still have enough to do like almost 6 characters now if I wanted to. And then the 4-star ones are how you take 4-star characters up to 5 stars, and the 3-star ones are how you take 3-star characters up to 4, etc. 8 units in SOC, that would be crazy. That's another thing they could try, though. They could give us a game mode where we use more characters. I mean, like we're seeing in Triangle Strategy, we get 10 characters once we get far enough in the story. And then if you go back even further, like the Shining Force games that I grew up playing on Sega Genesis back in the 90s, in Shining Force 2 we could use 12 characters. So yeah, I think that's definitely something that I hope we see in SOC at some point, where there's just a game mode that's balanced around using more characters. Because at this point a lot of us have rosters where it's really tough to squeeze all the characters we want to use into parties of 5 or like 6, let alone 5, right? Yeah, Shining Force 2. I mean, I can even show. I did one. Just give me a second here. Let me mute the audio here for us a sec. If I go over and I pull up my YouTube stuff, last year in September, I did something, excuse me, that I'd been wanting to do for a while, and oh wow, it's this long ago, huh? I did a Sega September last year, where I replayed 3 games from my childhood that mean a lot to me, and I did Phantasy Star 4 and Shining Force 1 and Shining Force 2. And yeah, like if we pull up like one of my Shining Force 2 videos from last year, mute it. Here's the battle. Or maybe not. Hold on, let's see. Yeah. Oh, this is funny. This is a really cool boss battle. This is like one of actually wait. We're in here. We're on this day's stream. Yeah. Is it? Please tell me it's in here. Oh, no, it's not in this one. Okay, hold on. We've got to go back to the day one video then. One of the most memorable and iconic boss fights in an SRPG I've ever done is in this game, Shining Force 2. This fight is insane. It's like one of the coolest boss fights I've ever seen in a game, and I think I'm probably talking about it right now. So you're on a raft, and this is kind of spoilery, but whatever. You end up yeah, Shining Force 2 is, I think it's one of the best games from the 16-bit era. Like this game aged really nicely. Like I had a blast playing this last year. But yeah, so look at this fight here in this SRPG. You're fighting, here's the team, and like I said, 12 characters. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I wonder if we have one more character down there. But yeah, we have 11 characters here. And we're traveling down a river on a raft, and then this like Kraken decides to fight us, and we've got all these legs around here in water that are like the easiest enemies, and then we've got arms, which we haven't seen any arms yet. The arms look a little bit different than the legs, I think. More legs. Oh, my bad. Shoot, my bad. Okay, hold on. Let me start it over. Yeah, I forgot to unhide it. Okay, let me go back. But yeah, basically this is like one of the most iconic SRPG boss fights, I think. And it is a little bit of spoilery, but we're going, like I said, we're going down a raft here, and this big Kraken attacks us. And see on the screen, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters. I don't know why I didn't have 12 characters. Maybe at this point in the game we have only recruited 11 characters. I can't remember. But yeah, so like this is the fight. This is the stage. It's such a unique stage as far as SRPGs go. As you can see, it's mostly water, which most of our characters can't traverse. The Kraken has all these legs scattered throughout the water, which are like the easiest enemies. And this is an arm. This is a harder enemy, and it has a ranged attack like a spear user has like 2 tiles of range, right? And then over in the top, whenever I get to it, let's see. Here's the Kraken's head over in the top right corner, and this is like it's not an easy fight. No, you can't swim in the water. You're stuck on the raft. Except for a couple of your characters. Like we have this character here who's a bird, he can fly. This character here is a birdman, he can fly. Those two can fly over the water, but otherwise everybody else is stuck on the raft. And so like you have to wait for the arms and the legs and the head to come to you, and then when they do, you have like nowhere to go to be safe, basically. It's such, I mean, I think to this day across all the SRPGs I've ever played, this is like probably the most iconic fight in my memory. And the interesting thing is it happens early in the game, right? Like this is the second part of day 1 out of a 5-day stream. So it happens like, I don't know, maybe like a in between like a quarter and a third of the way into the game, if that. And it's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, definitely, if you haven't recommended it, I mean, Shining Force 1 is good too. Like, don't get me wrong, Shining Force 1 is fun. As a kid though, I somehow, some way, I ended up playing Shining Force 2 first, and to this day I like 2 way more than 1. I like 1, but I like love 2. 2's like a really big core memory for me too as as a kid because it was a Christmas present, and honestly, to this day, it's probably my favorite Christmas present I've ever got. So yeah, kind of a big deal, and kind of definitely a retro game I would recommend for anybody who's interested in SRPGs. Okay, but we are on the other account. We're gonna hop over here to this team, and this is like mostly different characters. I think the only one character we're using on this account that we're also using on the other account is Tatlock. Everybody else is different, I think, on both accounts. So should be a little bit different of gameplay here. Richard, I think we probably should level up and teach a few things because we're running him for his passive skills, and so we need to level him up so he can actually have access to them. That should be more than enough. 73. But it is a matter of which skills we want. We don't care about that. Don't care about those. Don't care about that. Yeah, that one's one we use. So I think we do the 4 and both of the 5s. Yep. Okay, that's easy to remember. Now, without giving any spoilers, Richard here is a very important story character to this game, which means he's also going to be a very important story character in Octopath 0 later this year. So, other than saying that, that's like all I'm going to say to avoid spoilers. But yeah, he's a character that a lot of people are going to become very familiar with in December when 0 comes out. And honestly, he's a fun character. I mean, he's not like my favorite character from the game's story or anything like that, but he's a fun character. He's cool. And in this game, he's still pretty decent, even though I'm pretty sure he came out. Did he come out in the half year anniversary for the game? So it would have been in like, was he a New Year's character for us? He might have been a New Year's character for us. Let me see. We often look up a lot of character related stuff in this game when we're talking about it, just because of all the amazing resources we have for it. Oh no, he didn't. Wow. He was almost oh, I forgot. Yeah, they did. This was kind of a cash grab strategy that they did here. They released him like, what is that, like 6 weeks before the 1 year anniversary. So because he was a really good character back then when he first got added to the game. And so they tried to like capitalize on that because they also added like really good characters for the 1 year anniversary. Let's see. Yes and no. I mean, it's like stat ups like the talent stuff, but in this game, every character has their very own like skill tree and stuff, and like most of it is the same. Like the format of it like is the same. Like characters 1-star trees are always like there's very minor differences. Like here there's 2 connectors instead of 1, but like for the most part they're very similar with like the appearance of the trees and stuff, but they are specific to the characters themselves, and so they have to learn JP from getting leveled up, which is actually it's somewhat similar. It's not the same as like in Octopath 1 and 2, where like you get job points at the end of every combat like that you do, and there's like if you do I can't remember what the conditional is, but if you fulfill the conditional in combat, you get like bonus JP at the end too. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's not surprising, right? Like I think in this game they did similar stuff where for the anniversaries and stuff they did like story related characters. I think the biggest difference with these is that like for SOC they actually did like these huge events for the anniversary, like this, you know, we had Eternal Awakening, and then we had For This World of Peace, like the story events themselves. Whereas in this game, we just got the characters. Like we didn't have like an event or anything. It was kind of just almost, I guess, expected that like a year into the game, you've played the game a lot. You're probably kind of far in the game, if not fully caught up. And so you just know these characters from the story. And so they just let us recruit them. It was kind of like that. So it was a bigger deal in SOC, right? Because of the story like coming to close as it was like tied in. They have done some stuff that like has ended up feeling somewhat timing based. Like I'm pretty sure they what did they do? I'm pretty sure back in January when they transferred service over for this game from Square Enix to NetEase, I'm pretty sure it was like the same week that they announced that Octopath 1 was coming to like other platforms than PC and Switch. Like they tied stuff like that in together. And I think there was another character release we had at some point that was like tied into something else Octopath related too. Like I think there was something they did with this game for like the Octopath 2. I can't remember whether it was like the announcement or the release or something. They did something like that, I think, as well. Let's see, speed. We need speed. Oh wait, we're in the 4-star tree, aren't we? So that means we need to get his 4-star skill too. Okay. No, that's one of the biggest differences. Like the stars in this game are based on like like Richard here. Originally he is a 5-star character, right? Like the 5-star characters in this game are like the equivalent of legendary characters in SOC. But we have this funky system because it's a gacha game where you can actually pull 5-star characters as 4-star, and then you have to do something to get them to be 5 stars, and we call those characters 4.5 stars. And like the same thing can actually happen with like 4-star characters, where you can pull them as 3-star characters, and then we call them 3.5-star characters. But there's like ways that you can star them up. There's some resources that we have where you can give them more stars. But it's different. You know, the star system in SOC is like how characters get more power, and it's also where dupes come into play. So in this game, there's 2 different ways that dupes come into play, which is kind of interesting, right? Like I will forever believe, and I think it's probably mostly Diablo 2's fault for me thinking this way. But I think usually from like a game design standpoint, I think when games make us make tough decisions, it's actually a good thing. I think that's good game design. And so like the fact that in this game, when you pull duplicates, there's 2 different ways you can use them. I think that's actually good because it makes us have to think. And so one of the ways is that currently, as of right now, the ultimate skills, the only way to get them to level 10 out of 10 is with using a duplicate of the character. And let me see if I can show that. Let me see if I have any characters who have their ults at level 9. Yeah, see? Okay, and so down here it says we need an Awakening Stone. This is a duplicate here, the Awakening Stones. And so that's one way that you can use them. And just coincidentally, this character here, who is literally Kane from the Final Fantasy IV collab, but we can see at level 9 out of 10, his ultimate skill hits all enemies 10 times, right? You go down here, look at that. If you put an Awakening Shard in, you get 2 more hits, which is a huge deal in a game where shields that you need to break, it like comes into play and stuff. For some characters it's really significant. Like for him here, this is significant that he gets 2 more hits out of his ultimate skill. That's a big deal. For other characters like her here, it's also really significant. She's like the best debuffer in the game. It's very significant for her too, because her ultimate skill here is a debuffing skill, right? It lowers physical attack, physical defense, elemental attack, and elemental defense of all enemies. But the kicker here is that it's 2 turns. When you use one of her Awakening Stones, one of her dupes, the duration goes up to 3 turns. That is a big deal, very big deal, because of the way that the combat works in the Octopath games, where you break an enemy and then the next turn, well, for the rest of that turn plus the next turn, the enemy is broken and they can't fight back and they take increased damage. And so like having that extra turn means that you can get more value out of this. 3 turns is a big deal, because that means now she can do this the turn before you break, so you can set things up, you can set your break up easier that way. And so it really sucks that I don't have that right now on her. That's a big deal. And then the other way that they come into play is Awakening. And so this is kind of this game's system of like how the traits in SOC work. So like when you pull your first dupe, you can use the Awakening Stones over here for awakening the characters, and you can see what that gives. That gives 30% more of base attributes, other than I think it's other than like HP and SP, and up to 50. So it's basically 50 more of all these stats, which is a big deal. It's a really big deal, because I'm not gonna lie, after like this game being out for like 5 years, I don't know if anybody actually knows the entire damage formula at this point. It's very complex, to the point where we know like base attributes here versus like your total attributes, which includes stuff you get from like equipment, like weapon and accessories and stuff, is factored into the damage formula in a different way. So like base attributes are valued higher than additional bonus attributes. So like stuff, I mean, it's a little bit similar to what we see in SOC, you know, where like we get percentages of physical attack, right? And that's a big deal, but it's, well, actually, I don't know if it's different in the damage formula over there, so I guess I shouldn't speak to that too much. But yeah, so this is actually a really big deal. Awakening stage 1, A1, which we call it in this game, for damage dealers, which she is not, but for damage dealers like the guy character we looked at a second ago, is a really big deal. And then the second one, this is massive. Could you imagine if we had something like this in SOC? You get another skill slot So you go up from having access to 3 skills. Now you can use a 4th skill. Like, that would totally change SOC. Like, it would change how the entire game plays if characters could get a 4th skill equipped, right? I mean, we've kind of seen that with the Ascension skills, right? Even though those are like mostly, or are they entirely all passive stuff? This is different. I mean, this is a big deal too for some characters. Some characters only have like 2 or 3 really good skills that are worth using, but other characters have like, I mean, I think every character learns, I think 8 skills or something, or 10 skills, and some characters have like 6 or 7 skills that are all really good, and so like getting access to a 4th one is a big deal. The 3rd one is also a really big deal. 1,000 more HP. When we can see, like, look at these character HP totals. Well, these are totals with the keepers, so they're kind of, but like, look at Richard here, who has like 2,200. If we had him at A3 at Awakening 3, he would get almost 50% more health. that's like a really big deal. It's like maybe, I don't know, the equivalent of getting like a fool's tarot and getting flat HP and then 3 HP percentage rolls on it or something. I mean, it's very significant too. And then the last one, Awakening Stage 4, is yet another really unique mechanic in this game because it gives an accessory. It literally gives you a piece of equipment. And they're all unique. Every single character has a different A4 accessory. And some of them are like game changing. They're so good. I'm not sure whether we have any characters here on this account that have something like that. Maybe we should look at Signa because I actually have hers here. And so like I actually have this, and it's kind of a big deal, right? Because it's a magic accessory which has HP on it, which is really rare in the game for whatever reason. Physical accessories, for whatever reason, have just way more HP on them. There's not that many magic ones which have HP, so that's a big deal. But then the fact that it does 1, 2, 3, 4 debuffs, passive debuffs at the start of battle for 3 turns, is also a really big deal because you can use other accessories to stack with that to extend the duration. And one of her skills also revolves around, well, multiple of her skills also revolve around the number of status effect icons, so buffs and debuffs that enemies have on them at a time, and she really needs to get to the 12 plus mark. And so the fact that accessory alone does 4 right there by itself is a pretty big deal. So like hers is a good example of one that's really good and really worth it. And also just like in SOC, we've got some really fantastic art, right? Like this just looks really good. Like both of these games have characters which just look fantastic. The art in these 2 games is really cool. Like I said, Kain from Final Fantasy IV, right? Basically. This is another character here, Sazantos, who we know is going to be in Octopath 0. He's actually in the announcement trailer for the game. He's gonna be someone people will meet too. I guess I forgot. No, because we were looking at the other account. So he's in 0, he's in 0, she's in 0, and she's in 0. So we're gonna have, and actually technically she's in 0 too, right? Because we've already seen all the Octopath 1 characters in trailers and gameplay of 0. So this is the second version of her. This is like an SP version of a character in this game compared to SOC. And I guess I should have already mentioned that because Kain up here is the next character too. He's SP of him, right? I also didn't even point that out. We have 2 versions of the same character here. It's kind of like how for some SOC stuff I run both Safis, right? So on this account we've got both Sazantoses. Now I typically don't call him by his name because we've got this website which I can't remember whether they actually have any SOC resources on there. I don't think they do, but they might. There's this Japanese website called Game 8, and it's full of like all these really funny and ridiculous Google Translate names and stuff for characters. So like in that game we have Tatlock, right? On that website her name is Tattoo Rock. And then Sazantos here, his name on that site is Southern Toss. Toss like you throw something, or like shortened version of Protoss from StarCraft. And so I usually just call him the Southern Toss because of that website. And the fact that we like found that website like not very long after this game came out on global 3 years ago. So that's kind of fun and funny. But oh, and we've also got wannabe Anana down here in Nana. Forgot about her. Okay, let's go do the collab here, and yeah, because we only have like half an hour at this point. I will. Oh, this is one of the banger COTC original songs. This song's not in Octopath 1 or 2, and we'll have to see. This is a really gotcha-y mechanic where we have these job towers. I mean, this is kind of like pioneering in SOC, honestly, because like when you come in here you can only use one specific job. See how we've got only merchants. But this song goes so hard. I love this song. I think this is one of, you know, I love both of these games, right? Like COTC and SOC are like honestly two of the best games I've ever played. But I think like honestly at this point I think I actually prefer combat in SOC just because it's like grid based and there's more like even moving parts to that, even though this combat is really complex with getting turn timings and orderings and break timings and stuff down too. But like I think the music in this game is for sure, I think I like it more over here, where like I like the combat more in SOC. Oh, you mean just like human music band wise? At this point, I don't know if I actually have a favorite band. I listen to like all sorts of different music. I know it's kind of cliche, but like basically the only genre that I'm not really that big of a fan of is country. I know that's almost like a trope or something at this point. I know a lot of people dislike country and that's like the only thing they don't like, but yeah, I'm one of them. I mean, I'm down for a lot of different music. I mean, honestly, these days I would say more than anything else, I just listen to video game music mostly. I mean, occasionally I'll listen to some like other stuff, like maybe if I'm playing like an ARPG like Diablo or something, and I'm just like mindlessly blasting or something, I might put on like some EDM or something to listen to there. No, I'm in the capital here in Wisconsin. I'm in Madison. I did not. My mouse cursor is over here on the wall. Why did you hear that? Lind literally growled like I clicked on her, and I clicked on the wall over here. Lind is just like, hi, I'm here, don't forget about me. Alright, Lind, I got you. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, country is actually really big around here too. Like there's like some local bands and a lot of them that have been around for a while that are really big and popular here at like festivals and stuff we have. And a lot of them are country, and I don't know why. I just never got into country. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to listen to anything. Like I'll listen to alternative rock. I mean, I'm even occasionally one of my friends back in high school was in like a screamo band, or I think is that what they're called, or death metal or something. I can't remember. I mean, my very first concert that I went to way back in high school was, I think, during a Warped tour, and it was Dropkick Murphys. That was fun. That was kind of a crazy first concert experience where we were like moshing and stuff. Like, go to your first concert ever as a, like, I don't know, like a 14 or 15-year-old, and you're moshing and stuff. That was kind of fun. I mean, I think in high school I listened, my tastes were all over the place. I was really big into alternative in high school. I was also really big into rap in high school. So it's like, yeah, I don't really like or listen to that much new rap. I think like the newest stuff that I've listened to is probably just new stuff from people I know from when I was younger. Like I've always liked Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs are good vibes. Crazy Bones' voice is I don't know why his voice is just really easy on the ears. Wu-Tang Clan. But then like I said, I'm also into EDM. I think with like how mellow I am, like I'm definitely on the lower end of the BPM spectrum as far as EDM goes. So like I typically gravitate towards trance more than like dubstep or hardstyle or something. But yeah, like I think just like with my video, just like with my other interests, I'm very ADHD, and everything just kind of represents that. Like I love video games and nerdy stuff, right? Like I love nerdy stuff, but then I also love sports. You know, I love rap music, and then I also love classical music. I'm just kind of all over the place with the ADHD, and it's just, I don't know, it is what it is. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. We're down to about 20 minutes. All right. So we remember it was hunts, right? So we've got to hop back in here. And yeah, we'll just skip all the story. And I mean, if we're going to be, I don't know. So this account's hunt team. I mean, this account has probably a more recognizable hunt team, right? Because we've got Ophelia from Octopath 1, we've got Hikari from Octopath 2, we've got Adele from one of the Bravely Default games, we've got Cecil from Final Fantasy 4. So there's like 4 characters that are at least somewhat known by people who don't play this game, maybe. I don't know whether are any of them equipped. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I think we're just running this account's hunt team too. It looks like. What's up, Nazda? How's it going, dude? Did you do any polls today? And if you did you have any luck? I don't know if you remembered, but I already said I was pretty much skipping it, so. Oh no! Stay away from spoilers! No, Nazda. I hope did you actually have stuff spoiled? I think I did see that there was more Zero stuff. Oh man, no. I did see. No, I must not have seen that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember Game Zone. I will stay away from that one too. Oh man. You got Emil NK, nice, congrats. I got I got Emil too. I got Emil on the main account, of course, which is, or wait, on the alt account, which is the physical only account. So that, of course, was gonna happen. And then on the main account, I got NieR when I wanted to see Emil again. I was actually a little surprised I didn't get Kane on the main account, because that would have felt like working as intended with RNGesus, but. Oh, you're gonna pull for audio. You're gonna try to get. That means that you must not have audio O, right? Because I think we talked about him recently, ish, right? Because he got. What did he get? He got buffs, yeah. And so he's like totally back on the menu for sword stuff. Yeah, me too. I got. Didn't I get like? I think I got my audio S on my main account to like A1 or something. Okay, let's knock this out. We're gonna do the collab again. We already did the collab on the main account. We're gonna do it on the alt account here, real quick, and we'll skip all the dialogue and stuff that we already saw. It's honestly a good excuse to use Rydia and Hikari, who are two characters that this alt account has that we're probably unfortunately just not gonna use very much going forward. Now I do need, you know what? Oh man, I need to do better. I feel like I've shit the bed here in the last couple weeks with both accounts here with exchange and just not getting awakening stones. Because on this account, I should just be getting Hikari dupes, right? Because his A4 is really good, isn't it? And I don't think this account has Barjulo, so I can't prioritize that ahead of Hikari. I think if I remember right, isn't his A4 like really good? And so like it's the 4th of the month. I could have got one like a week ago and then another one. My Hikari on this account should be A2 right now, right? And like the exact same thing on the main account, but with Oswald. Yeah, like look at this. It's damage cap. It's this. This is so good. Oh, it's not on the exchange. Okay. Phew. Okay, so I only screwed up with Oswald then, maybe. Okay. Maybe. Is it just Hikari or is it Oswald too? Because I know Oswald got added to the game sooner, so I'm guessing his is on there, but Hikari's isn't yet, maybe. But yeah, I came to the conclusion, with doing more theory crafting here. Like, up here at the top, I've kind of got like a team going that I want to do on the main account, like long term. And so like a lot of these characters I was planning on pulling on the main account, like Seraphina, and honestly Tatlock X, I probably shouldn't have pulled her, and I probably shouldn't pull Seraphina. Oswald does. Okay, so yeah, I screwed up on the main account. My Oswald on the main account should be A4. But like looking at this with how insane Rondo X is and everything, and how it looks like we're just gonna want to be going towards running an ice team eventually. Getting these A4s that have like the 3 primary magic elements of resilience down is just like something that's pretty high priority, I think, for the main account at this point. So like I think I've gotta get Oswald's A4, and when Batman and Rachel get added to the game, when Bruce and Rachel get added to the game, I've got to pull her, and then I've got to start exchanging for hers too, because hers also has 10% of it too. I mean, ideally we'd get Viola X, but she's from a collab, and me, a free-to-play player, trying to get an A4 from a collab, like let's just be realistic, that's not gonna happen. Honestly, I should probably just delete her from the list anyways. So I think working on Oswald's is just like the right choice now that I've got Xenia's, right? Like Oswald's is just a good choice because he does fire, ice, and lightning. And honestly, like long term, I think those are going to be the best 3 magic elements, right? Because fire, we have Fred and Viola X and Terra, and ice we have Rondo X, Eltrix X, and Casti X, and lightning we have Raimei, who empowers lightning a lot. And for all 3 of them, we have Oswald, who empowers them. And so, like, I think Oswald is just high priority, honestly. Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that, and you say that specific number, because I literally said the exact same thing probably about an hour and a half ago. I was like, unless RNGesus decides to give me like 4 in 1 pull or something. Like literally the same thing. And then Casti's will be good. Casti's is 200. I think we saw that Terra's is 200, but again, collab A4 is just not really going to be viable, right? Wouldn't that be nuts? Could you imagine? Like that would be like literally the dream for me. Like one of my favorite characters in video game history, like from my favorite non-Octopath game in video game history, and I do a first 10 pull on the collab banner, and I get like 5 Terras. Could you imagine? I almost feel like I would rage quit the stream out of happiness or something. It's a really fun game. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I think there's not a small number of people that play SOC that came from playing COTC, and that are like me, that are just playing these 2 games. There's so much similarities between them in terms of like the complexity of combat, the quality of the story, the quality of the soundtrack, the fun that the team building is in them. The biggest difference between them is just the combat, and if you like Jrpgs in general, you'll probably like this game's combat too. But yeah, Nazda, you're totally manifesting 5 Terras for me in 1 pull, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's go. What is this? Glossum is leading us? Okay, you know what? Fine. Sure. Glossum's early days. Wait, I didn't remember that Cecil had a leap attack. Do I even have that equipped on the other account? That looked really cool. Wait a second, what skill is that? Saint's Fall, it's gotta be Saint's Fall, right? Oh, that's cool. See, I think the difference is on this account, on this second account, he might actually get some use. I don't know if I'll ever get to be able to use him on the main account. I mean, maybe, because he is, I think at this point he's the best tank in the game, right? So maybe we'll even have like use for him on the main account. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, I've got to hurry up here. I don't know if we can actually do all 3 of these hunts here, unless I really hurry, because we're down to about 10 minutes here. I'm not liking that the combat in this game. Oh man, and then he just transformed to the Dark Knight version. Oh man, the Final Fantasy IV collab has me so, I mean, it has me so hyped for the 6th collab with how much love they really gave the 4 collab. I mean, it seems like they put more love into 4's collab than any of the other ones. I mean, I guess maybe Triangle Strategy is a little bit different and a little bit more than the others too. But yeah, the Final Fantasy IV collab was just really good. And it even seems like we've got a lot of that in the characters too. Like those two animations we just saw were really nice. Wait, where's the other 1,000 coming from? I saw that they gave us 800 for this, but there's another 1,000 coming from something else too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, so it sounds like right now is a good time to start. Plus this collab. I mean, I don't know, Emoji. Are you at all into doing rerolls in gacha games? Because the fact that in this collab right now, the first 10 pull you do on an account, you're guaranteed to get one of the characters from the collab. And one of these collab characters is like really broken. The Kane character with an E on the end of her name. She's like really busted. And so like if you did start the game right now and you did some re-rolling until you got her, like your account would already be in like a really good place. Like I'm not saying she's like SP and Nana levels of busted, but she might be like maybe like Astra levels of busted. And so like she's still a really good character. Now why, what is it that he does that makes her so good? Is he doing like a bunch of dagger weakenings? Is that why? Because then you can use her everywhere. I still think some of the other characters are just stronger. I mean, part of the reason why she's so good, isn't it just because she has like the potency ult like built into her kit? But a lot of other characters have that at this point too. Yeah, there is Emoji, like there is no critting for magic unless you have like a character that enables it for either themselves or for the front row or the whole team or something. But the longer the game's been out, the more ways we've got that we can do that. And so at this point, it's not that hard to be able to do that. But yeah, I don't know, Nazda. I almost feel like I still feel like I like Kane without an E more than Kane with an E. Like, and I can't remember if she's got... Does she have like good damage coverage too, or is she relying on Tiziano to make it so she can just fight anything? Kind of like how Tatlock X can fight anything. Because that's another thing I like about Kane with an E, without an E, because he can just fight. He can fight a lot because he's exploiting. What is he exploiting? Fire and wind, I think. Oh, she can? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of her name or what, but like I feel like I'm like wanting Kane without an E to be better just because just because I have an attachment to his game from my childhood and stuff. And I like Dragoons thematically. It was really cool, like having him come to this game like at a time where like I already have Kamina in SOC and I'm already vibing with a Dragoon over there, and then Final Fantasy IV comes and then we've got Kane here too. Oh, you're in Asia. That's actually a little bit interesting because when NetEase took over the game in January this year, they basically merged the C and global servers. I guess if you're in one of the Asian countries that has their own server for the game, that would be why, probably. Did I go in this one already? I think I did. I hope I did. Besides global, I think there's a Chinese server and maybe a Taiwanese server. I know we have a Taiwanese server in SOC, but I'm not sure about in this game. Yeah, or like Nazda said, you could either emulate or use a VPN or something if you did want to play the global version, probably. It does have a Taiwanese, okay. There you go, Adele. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna have to do the third one of this off stream for this account, which is whatever. It doesn't matter that much since we already did the whole thing on the other account anyways. Because we're down to like 5 minutes, and I think this one, the second one is probably gonna take up the last 5 minutes we've got here. I love Cecil's animations. Holy cow, he looks good in combat. Man, they gave this collab so much love. I love the skill animations for him too, and I love them for Rydia too. It definitely makes me want to see the animations for Rosa. And I've gotta see the animations for Kane more too, because honestly I just haven't really used him that much. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because originally they only released it in Japan, and then when it had as much success as it did there, then they also put it globally, which was basically just like in the West. So like, I mean, I guess technically the Americas and Europe, right? But after that, I mean, it continued having success here too, in the global region, and then they started releasing the other ones in other parts of Asia too after the fact. And so I think like the Taiwanese version, like Nazda mentioned, that probably is newer than global by like at least a year if I had to guess. I think the C version that we merged with here, that was like Australia and probably like Malaysia and stuff, was I think that's less than 2 years old, and so it's definitely newer than global. So it's kind of weird because global merged with them, and so like our anniversaries are in a really weird state right now, where it was like I think we like technically celebrated our 3-year anniversary, and it was either in June or July. I think it was actually in June, and I think they did it early basically because they were also celebrating like the 1.5 year anniversary for C or something technically, and so they called it something different too. It wasn't even like a X year anniversary or a like 1.5 year anniversary or something like that. It was just like a celebration of something. So I don't know, it's a little bit funky and weird. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it sounds like probably the best bet would just be to use a VPN and do the global version. I mean, unless you want to go into the future and play the Japanese version. I know in Japan right now they have the Final Fantasy VI collaboration going on right now, which looks like super hype. And all the characters look really good too. They have Terra, Locke, and Edgar in it, and they are all very good characters, which makes me really happy with how much I love that game. No, wait, how did we get the book here? Because there's still over here, too. I mean, for the completionist in me, I think we have to do this one, right? I feel like it's kind of gotta still have a good future, right? If they're... I mean, the Final Fantasy VI collab they're putting out right now in Japan, based on the trailer, looks like maybe the most ambitious and complete collaboration they've done so far. So they're still spending money developing the game and stuff. I hope so. I love the game. It's been I mean, this was the game that I actually started streaming because of. I tried when it first came out. I was, you know, obviously playing it a lot, and I can't remember what spurred me to check it out, but I watched a couple other people streaming it, and I was like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun streaming this. And so then one day I just tried streaming it. I never streamed anything before in my life, and it was fun, and I enjoyed it, and people enjoyed hanging out with me. It was kind of crazy. I was streaming in my living room at my old condo. I was literally just sitting on the couch and I was streaming directly from my phone using the Streamlabs mobile app and using the camera on my old phone. And like people were hanging out with me, and like we were all having a good time, and I was kind of just like, this is fun, so I just kept doing it. And then here we are, like, I don't know, like we're coming up on, I think, 3 years almost in December, I think, and I'm still doing it. I'm still having fun, and people are still especially like interested in seeing more of this game. So yeah, we're so yeah, basically what Nazda's talking about. So we've got the full Orstera story done on global for this game already, which is the world from Octopath 1. And then we've also got on global, we've got an 8-chapter story going on right now in Celestia, which is Octopath 2's world. And we're currently waiting for chapter 7 out of 8 to be added there, so we haven't even finished the story yet there. And Japan is done with the Celestia story already, and they're awaiting the third story, which who knows what that's gonna hold. It's literally gonna be, I mean, it could be a new world. Yeah, and we also have the Ember Flame story, which is about the Keepers and the Divine Beast, which is, I think we're up to chapter 14 on that story, and that story is actually really, it's turning out to be really good and stuff. Yeah, I think it was 14. So it's, yeah, the game's got a lot going for it. I think, oh yeah, we just hit 3. My time, we just hit reset 4 minutes ago. So I think this is a good time, because I've got to go do dailies, but I've got to go do other stuff. So I think this is actually going to do it. I hate to run on you guys. I'd like to keep hanging out and keep playing more Octopath since it's been a little while. But like I said, I've got to go and get out of here. So I'm gonna bid you fine folks adieu. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you had good luck with your polls and got exactly what you were looking for, and if not, hopefully in the next month before the free banner goes away, you'll get what you're looking for. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with more Triangle Strategy. We're gonna be on day 2 of playthrough 2, working towards the PlayStation 5 Platinum Trophy of the game, and we'll see how far we can get through that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me today. Thanks everybody for the company and the support. Like, subscribe, leave a comment on YouTube, please, if you haven't already, and we'll hopefully see you on Friday for Triangle Strategy. Till then, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Peace.